It's competition time, so open an account with World Sports Betting using the promo code DISKI50 and automatically go into a draw to win one of 10 1,000 Rand cash prizes. You get your prize doubled in free bets if your account has had any deposits made. The competition will run until the 31st of May 2021. Terms and conditions apply. iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. Mamelodi Sundowns and Ahly are playing. There's 5 minutes left. Dugu Makhanya and Utso Vilakazi are watching that game for us. If you want to see Chiefs and Simba, you'll watch Machaka and Junior Kanye as well. Effectively, it's over. Sundowns cannot score 3 goals in 5 minutes that are left. 1-1 at this point as we speak. Good away goal very early on for Ahly. That meant that Sundowns had to score 4 goals. Very, very difficult proposition for them.
Yeah, greetings to you,
Yes, sir.
But Maupega Vele from Zuangale, it was 2-0, so they had to come decide and manage the game, which is something they did very well. And Maupega 40, they scored a goal very early.
Yeah.
They got the corner. The only time they went forward, they got the corner. They scored that corner because of what if flick Tola far post, there's no one from the Sundowns, free header goal. So it meant with the Sundowns they had to dig deep. Maupega Yalali what they did 40. They made sure at least they were playing on a 4-4-1-1 or 4-5-1. So it meant they were closing my passing lines in middle and force Sundowns wide. So whenever they go wide, Sundowns they had to rely on my crosses. Maupega Yalali boxing, but they want to keep about Mote. So it meant they had Ushalulile. Whenever breaker 3 side he was never prepared to go my first pole. At least maybe I will change go first pole. He was static. He was waiting for Ebola until he's away. So it makes it difficult. Then the second half Maupega they resorted to Bafage Alfonso because of height.
Yeah.
So height they were still
playing
Piabo because of they could see what the only chance of them scoring. It was going through a side in because of they close a passing line immediately and make sure with by wide is easier to deal in crosses. So it became a situation where Alali was trying to manage the game, which is something they are doing very well.
Yeah, I mean, tough one for Sundowns. It's deja vu. Yeah. It's exactly what happened last season. Knocked out at the quarterfinal. It was Pitso Mosimane knocked out by the same quarterfinal at Ridgeville in South Africa, and they could only manage a draw as well. When you look at the overall game, though, where would you say the game was won and lost for Sundowns? Could they have done a little bit better in terms of changing their patterns of attacking, in terms of personnel as well? Did you agree with some of the decisions, or Rivaldo still being there? What did they need today?
Yeah, I think what they really needed is to make sure these teams they normally struggle in altitude, so they tire a bit quicker. So they needed to, at least to rotate the ball a bit quicker, aggressively. So and still allow Abo Sirino and Abo Mshishi to penetrate a defense, which is something they didn't do it very well. So it meant all the time the only chances they were getting is through crosses, which didn't materialize. Footing over, they didn't have somebody who had across long over. Across all the time they were getting a defense Alali, they were getting a keeper because of his dollar. So I think a ball rotation which was a bit slower, which worked into Alali's hand because of Manji. Whenever you allow such team to get organized, they really get organized, and it becomes difficult for you to score a goal. So ball rotation was very slow, and then Maupega Alali coming this side, they had already won 2-0 that side. So they were simply
just
coming
a matter of managing.
to manage the game. So which is something with North Africans. Most of the time they are good in terms of organization. So they decide to organize, to be better organized and make sure the Sundowns do struggle to score that goal. So and the only disadvantage again that went on to Sundowns that they considered that goal very early. Yeah. So it meant the Sundowns had to chase the game, so they also scored. They had to score 4, which was a difficult,
almost impossible.
Almost impossible.
What do you make of Sundowns? I mean, 2016 champions. Last year they were here. I think maybe even in other editions, I can't remember now, but I'm sure they would have been in the quarterfinals in other editions as well. They keep on getting out of the stage. They are respected on the continent. Yes, they are a big team on the continent, but it seems like this is the very difficult hurdle for them. And we always take it back to the Premier Soccer League not being good preparation for them. What is your thoughts about that? Yes, tough luck to Sundowns fans. Unfortunately for them, for you guys, commiserations. This is what's happening. You are not going to be in the semi-finals. You're not going to win the second star, unfortunately for you. And we kind of saw it coming in previous matches. But ungathini kwabalandeli ukuthi indona kufanele benzile ngoku to at least bakubeke ku semi, because at least when you're in the semi, you are 1 foot in the final. Babethwa indona.
Yeah, one thing about the Sundowns that you need to comment from their side, they always pose a challenge, especially with other PSL teams. Most of the time, whenever it's Champions League time, they'll challenge, and you'll know they'll definitely be quarterfinals, knockout stages, which is something it's a challenge to other PSL teams. Don't just get there to add numbers. You need to get there and make sure that you compete and try to make sure at least maybe you get into final. Every season they challenge themselves. It's not like Champions League, we are just going there, but they go there with the purpose of competing. So obviously, come the end of the season, they'll try to reinforce and make sure they've got a better quality in order to challenge Champions League. So you need better quality, you need better resources in order for you to challenge Champions League special final. Uyohlangana namateam afana nabo Wydad, uyohlangana namateam afana nabo Ahly, and out of their 9 outings in Al Ahly, they only beat what Al Ahly once.
And so that was the amazing win of 5-0. But in the last 6 years, it's been downward. Al Ahly finds a way every time against the Sundowns.
Finds a way. Manje, what a match we've been waiting for, because we had Pitso on the other side. So it was the master coming to play against
the students.
The students.
Would you say it lived up to the expectation? Because we were actually kind of wishing for that one. I remember we were speaking, all of us, what do we want to see in the quarterfinals? Some were wanting Chiefs and Sundowns, which was going to be possible. Did this live up to expectation?
I think the first leg was more interesting, because of the first leg, Sundowns kept on going, and Al Ahly were better organized. They were more aggressive, so it had that spark. But the second leg, like we said, it became a situation with Al Ahly. They came, they decided to manage the game.
Make yourselves difficult.
Make it difficult for Sundowns, and they surely made it difficult for even the subs they even took out my defenders, because they could see what they needed to add on some firepower up front, because they had so much possession, but the possession they didn't hit Al Ahly, so they kept playing in front of them. They kept rotating it from side to side, not in a penetration right, because they never penetrated the Al Ahly defense. So if you don't force issues against such teams, then you'll obviously be on the losing side.
There you go. That's Al Ahly, Mamelodi Sundowns. Guys, this is not a joke. We try to help South African football make sense of what you see, and we love your teams, all of them. We love your teams. It may not sound like that, but we love your teams and we support them, but we'll always be critical as well, to try and push them to be better and better and better. Tough luck to Sundowns. I mean, I would not like to be in the quarterfinals every season and be knocked out. I would want to win it if I was a Sundowns fan, add on to that stuff, but it didn't happen. There were so many things that happened in the build-up to this. We could see it coming. No South African team is going to win the CAF Champions League, and it doesn't look likely as well, unless something miraculous happens on the side, Kaizer Chiefs, as they are losing their game as well. They will win, they will go on to the next round, but you can see the flaws as well there. There you go then. Tough luck Sundowns at iDiskiTimes.co.za, iDiskiTV on Facebook as well. We're sponsored by World Sports Betting. You go to www.wsb.co.za. Thank you very much for watching our videos.